Wind. Wind can be very nice. It can be powerful. It can carry clouds and bring us good weather. It can cool us down during summer nights. But on the other hand, wind can simply ruin your audio recordings.
And because wind is sound enemy number one, lots of sound engineers have given it hours and hours of thought.
And they have come up with several solutions.
Wind. The wind. The wind really is a problem. It travels on your membrane and it floods your microphone, and you will not be able to get any sound. You know, your human ears, they are really trained to cope with wind. They blend out everything and they function very well. And a microphone as a device, it doesn't know if it's voice or wind, and we have to do something about it.
Basically, wind delivers a lot of side noises on top of the sound you would like to record.
You could compare your membrane of your microphone with the flag flapping in the wind. When you listen to the flag flapping, you don't hear the wind, but you listen to the flag flapping in the current created by the wind. There's a difference.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have to keep the wind from reaching the microphone. We have to keep it out some way.
Okay. And after years and years of research and spending time, this is what they came up with. Pieces of foam.
Work very well, actually.
Yeah, and these pieces of foam, they come in any color, any shape, with or without logos, for handhelds, for shotguns, for radio mics, and they're all relatively expensive because, of course, they're not just pieces of foam.
Well, it's a very heavy engineered piece of foam. You know, you have different kind of winds, and we have to cope with every situation. So you will have a different blimp for every need that you might have.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you swing your microphone, you already create wind, and you will get some noise that you don't want to have. But on the other hand, if the wind goes a little bit stronger, then the wind blows through the blimp. And we need something else that can deal with the situation.
Yeah.
So you might...
Like this one, right?
Yeah, like this one.
It's called a dead cat.
Yeah, you can stick it on your microphone.
It's better.
Yeah, and see, it will keep the wind out.
Yeah. And there's one more step, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can have a big cage or a zeppelin, how we call it. Yeah, like this one. And you will put your dead cat around the zeppelin, and it will perfectly blend out even strongest winds.
But this is a big dead cat, a bobcat, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're very difficult to hunt.
And if this still doesn't do the job, maybe it's more safe to postpone your shootings, because that means there's a lot of wind and stormy weather that goes along with it.
Okay, we've got the dead cat, the dead bobcat, but they also make these cute little thingies. They are called dead mice, or at least I call them dead mice. They're designed for radio mics during windy days. And while we're talking about radio mics, they also make these little boxes. And they have little blimps for radio mics in different colors. They have little magnetic systems to attach your radio mic with. They have little crocodile mouths to attach them with. And they also make these little silicone covers.
Oh yeah, they're actually very, very handy when you want to cover your microphone underneath your clothes. So
Yeah.
they prevent the clothes from rubbing your microphone.
Right, from rubbing. And to use them, it's not very difficult. You see, just take the rubber cover, slide your microphone in there like this, and then you can attach it. Now, you got to be very careful, because some people, like myself, have hairy chests. You can shave it off, or you can just stick some tape on the chest, because if you don't, little hairs will make little ticking sound. And don't worry about ripping it off, that's for later. And then you can just take the silicone cover like this and just stick it on the piece of tape and then cover it up with the shirt or other clothes. And there you go. Nobody will see, and the microphone will not rub. Now, you got to be careful, because if you hide microphones underneath clothes, it will take away high frequency, and you'll hear that in the result. And also, mind the hairy chest business, because that's an issue. Okay, that'll take away the rubbing sound of your microphone. Okay, then, there is a little something I would like to say that is not designed for the ears of sound engineers. If you got to keep the budget down, or if there's no budget at all, or if you just lost your blimps, you could take some everyday foam, put it around the head of your microphone, put some elastic bands around it, and that might help. It's not perfect, and you got to be very careful if the wind picks up, but it might help, okay? And also, if you want to build your own Zeppelin, your own cage, you can get on YouTube, and there are very handy people who can give you tips and tricks on how to build that. Again, it won't look as professional, but you know, it might do the job, and just to let you know. Okay, right, any more foam? Okay, another thing on foam, another noise you can take away is handling noise. If you carry your shotgun microphone in a plastic mount on top of your camera and you move it, it might wiggle and it might bring some handling noise. Just put some foam around your shotgun first and then mount it. It'll be better. Or just get a rubber mount, like this one, and that moves.
Yeah, just some rubber.
Yeah, it moves like that. Okay, another noise problem, or actually it's a silence problem, because some microphones need to be fed. You can either do that with batteries or with phantom power, and if it's a little switch on your camera. Now, if you don't feed microphones that need to be fed, you won't hear a thing, but if you feed microphones that don't need to be fed, then
yeah, the microphone will recognize the phantom power and switch off the battery, so it's no problem at all.
there you go. So problem solved. You think of anything else?
Oh, no, not right now.
Okay, if you do have any more questions on sound or noise or whatever, drop your questions in the comment box and we'll try to get you an answer as soon as possible. And next time we'll be talking about DSLR.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So what were we talking about?
Just some dead cats and
Cat, you better feed your cat.
well, they're dead anyway.